And gentlemen, like we have so many times lately, we begin in Brooklyn as the Nets have no further update on Kyrie's status. The vaccine mandates in New York prevent Kyrie from practicing or playing in Brooklyn if he stays unvaccinated, potentially costing him $380,000 per game over a 41-game home season. But Kevin Durant stayed hopeful Wednesday on his teammates' future availability.
I'm envisioning Kyrie being a part of our team. Maybe I'm just naive, but that's just how I feel. But I think everybody here has that confidence in themselves, in our group, that if we keep building, we can do something special. It's far bigger than myself and each one of us individually. This is one man's personal decision on his well-being. So I got to sit back and just observe and see what's happening, and keep coming in here and practice every day and going hard every rep. So I think everybody has that mentality.
So Katie sounds hopeful, but Perk, when you listen to those comments, what do they tell you about the relationship between Katie and Kyrie right now?
I mean, it's hard, but listening to not only Kevin Durant, but listening to Steve Nash when he was asked about the situation a few days ago, to me, it feels like some frustration is building up. And here's why, right? Kyrie Irving was supposed to get vaccinated, right? He had appointments that he missed. He told the team that he was going to get vaccinated. He still hasn't got vaccinated. And KD is sitting back, and sooner or later he's going to say, hey, bro, we all supposed to be here to be in this together. I came to Brooklyn because of you. You came to Brooklyn because of me. We got James Harden here because we were supposed to be able to have one goal, and that's to win the championship. And also, it's messing up contract extensions. It was supposed to be Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, then James Harden. They were supposed to open night with everybody under contract and everything. So I'm looking at what Kevin Durant said yesterday, and to me, it sounds like it's some frustration that's building up. And KD is supposed to say, hey, you know what? I got to focus on the guys that's here. Every guy that got to believe. I believe in the guys that's here. I'm going to continue to punch in the work. Kyrie is a grown man, and he's going to make a decision for himself.
And playing in the NBA is business, but, it's no secret that they're friends, Perk. So how should KD be handling this situation as a close friend of Kyrie, or should be strictly a business approach?
Well, I mean, Cassidy, when you think about it, look, KD and DeAndre Jordan and Kyrie Irving were all close friends. All three of those guys went to Brooklyn on a package deal. It was planned. We all talk about KD and Kyrie, but DeAndre Jordan was thrown in there as well when he signed his 4-year, $40 million contract. So with that being said, KD didn't have a problem with signing off to get rid of DeAndre Jordan, because he wasn't producing. And we all know that Kyrie Irving is a special talent. But what I'm saying is when it comes down to it, you have James Harden, who's there, another top 10 player in the league. And if you're Kevin Durant, you have to go to Kyrie Irving and say, hey, bro, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because we're trying to win a championship, and you gave us your word as a friend that you were going to get vaccinated. If I'm Kevin Durant, look, I got to put the pressure. I got to hold his feet to the fire because they can't afford to lose James Harden, and he hasn't signed on the dotted line yet.
Zach, if you're Steve Nash, Sean Marks, and the Nets, does it even make sense to play Kyrie just 41 away games and not practice in Brooklyn if he stays unvaccinated?
First of all, amen to Perk. He just got the situation exactly right, including the fact that Kyrie Irving is staring at a contract extension worth almost $200 million, which is not going to be firmly offered to him, I don't think, until he gets vaccinated. Look, to your question, Cassidy, I want to talk about team, camaraderie, friendship, commitment, all of that stuff. I believe it to my core. Perk believes it to his core. I still think if your choice is no Kyrie Irving or 41 games of Kyrie Irving, if your choice is no Kyrie Irving or Game 7 on the road against Milwaukee, we can have Kyrie Irving. I still think the talent is the talent, and you got to make it work. But to Perk's point, all of August, all of September, we kept hearing, those of us who are asking these questions, we kept hearing from the Nets, don't worry, it's going to happen. Once everyone else does it, he'll do it. Stop asking, it's going to be okay. But guess what? Season's about to start. It hasn't happened yet. And the longer it goes, the more that frustration is going to build.
I mean, can you imagine if we get to this point where in the playoffs he's taking, games off from home and playing in away? Like, look, we don't have a grasp really on how many games he's going to play this season.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.